Hey, Tubies! It's Psychic Bob. It is so awesome to be back with you guys tonight. Well, I tell you, it looks like we got a crew growing over here under the earth. Hi. Hey, Psychic Bob, I'd love to join the Order of the Purple Cord. Yes, if you want to join the order, send me an email to my official email, psychicbobhickman@gmail.com, and I'll contact you, okay? Thank you so much. Kim Osborne's here. Yay. Karen Feathers is here. Welcome. Nicola is here from England. Yay. Kim Osborne, TGVG, B. LeClaire's here. Stephanie Kroll, Storytime with T. Queen Nadine. Oh my gosh. Mr. 72368 is here. Yay. Maria Renee Steuben Lopez. Yay. Enchanting Moon. All right. Wonderful. Laura Doss is here. Yay. Whisper to Me's here. Yay. I'm so glad you guys are here. Well, welcome to our show tonight. Now, let me tell you what we're going to do. This is our first time ever doing a live seance. I've done live seances in the spiritualist church and at private homes and sessions, but this is my first time doing one in a broadcast environment like this. So we're going to lay down just a few kind of, ground rules tonight. So first of all, I probably will not be able to take questions from the chat while I'm in trance. My mom is here. Mom, do you want to say hi?
Hi,
Tubies! So she's going to be with us tonight, and we're going to let her ask questions of the spirits. Because of her eyes and the distance of the camera, she won't be able to read your questions tonight while I'm under. But, I invite you to be present because when the spirit people come through, it's always fascinating. So tonight is really going to be a seance where Mom's going to ask the questions. And I want all of you to listen because, when the spirit people come through, there's always something to learn. So even if we don't answer your question tonight, there may be something else that comes through tonight. And we never know. As I always say, it's experiment. And as a medium, I can't make anybody come through. I can only open the channel. We hope that's going to happen tonight. So I want you guys to know that. So I'm going to go under in trance in a few minutes. But before that, I want to talk about a few things. So my website is back. Just to give you an update. For those of you who don't know, PsychicBob.com is back. There's right below my finger there on the screen. There's my website, okay? So definitely check out my website. For those of you, oops, hold on, I left it over here. For those of you who have not got a chance to, my artwork that I posted last week is now available. It's almost been a week we haven't got it, so I'm leaving it up another week so you can get this painting called The Other Side at my website, psychicbob.com, free download. So go get it while you can. We're going to keep it up till next Saturday because this week nobody was able to get it, okay? So you can get that. Now, tonight, just some things about seances. For those of you who are new here, I know we have a few new people who've never been to a seance. I come from the spiritualist church background, and this is what we would do in the spiritualist church. We would a lot of times gather at the church. We'd have little seance circles, and we'd have people like Mom and other people who would come. And the medium, who was ever the medium of the night, I'm going to be our presiding medium, would go into trance. And the type of mediumship we're doing tonight is called trance channeling. And when I go into trance, it is not possession, so don't anybody get scared, but the spirits overshadow me, and they overshadow my consciousness and take temporary control of my physical nervous system. And so they're going to speak through me and speak to you directly. And we'll see what they have tonight. Mom, do you have some questions you got ready?
Yes.
Okay, Mom's got her questions, so we're gonna do that. Now, for those of you who want to do seances of your own, one of the things that I like to do is I'm wearing a channeling crystal. This is a Lemurian crystal that I like to wear. You don't have to do this, but this is something that may help you who are developing your mediumship. I like to wear a quartz, Lemurian quartz. That just helps me strengthen my channeling connection. I always say crystals are like the batteries of the soul. Give us just a little more power. And it's traditional in spiritualist churches to put a bowl of water on the table. So I have a bowl of water. And the reason why the mediums of old did this is that water is an electrical conductor and it allows the spirit people to draw a little more power into the room. So we've got a bowl of water that's going to be sitting here on the table. And we're going to do this. Now, we're going to take down the lights here in just a few minutes. Every medium works differently. In channeling, some mediums like bright light, some like darkness, some like subdued light. I'm going to work in subdued light tonight. I also like to work in red light sometimes, but tonight we're going to work in subdued light. And Mom's all ready for that. I hope you can read the questions, Mom.
I'll try.
She's going to try. So, you know, we will see how that goes. Hi, Prunky. Good to see you. Welcome. Thank you. Hey, ALL. Good to see you. Hey, Spiritual Peace. Wonderful. Hi, Amy White. Yay. Hi, Victoria L. Hey, Victoria L says she loves her crystal jewelry. Isn't that wonderful? Yay. All right. So, Storytime with T says running water works for clarity as well. Yes, if you can be near a flowing water, that definitely increases psychic activity and psychic energy. You know, it's interesting because a lot of people that have paranormal phenomena in their houses, they find that their houses sit over underground streams. Isn't that interesting? Oh, thank you so much. Kim Osborne sends greetings to you, Mom.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, hey, Cindy Fitzgerald, good to see you. Thank you so much. I'm glad you're here. Hi, Jenny Chimente, good to see you. Hey, Gail Collier, good to see you. Kim, wonderful. Kim just bought a moonstone. I love it. Well, guys, I could sit here and talk to you all night, but I think we'd be better to see what the spirit people have, okay? So I'm going to sit back in my chair, and we're going to get comfortable. So we're going to take down the lights here. Because as you guys know, I like to work in subdued light. So I want everybody to, before we do this, let's just do a brief meditation. We're going to practice our blink meditation, okay? I want all of you to raise your vibration with me tonight. So, Mom, I want you to try this as well. This might be a little challenging, but we're going to just close our eyes. Now, when we close our eyes, I'm going to count down from 3 down to 1. 3, 2, 1. And when we hit 1, I want all of you to visualize inside of yourself a full light comes on, a light that illuminates your entire insides from head to toe. This is the spiritual light, and this will give you a little extra power. So, all right, you guys ready? A lot of you have been practicing this. So, all right, close your eyes with me. And we're going to count down. 3, 2, 1. Blink. All right. And when you're back, you can open your eyes. How'd you guys do with that? That takes a little practice. I know a lot of you have been saying you've been getting it and working on it. And some of you said it's a little challenging. This is the reason I teach this is that a lot of you are doing psychic development and you want to raise your power very quickly. And so this is a quick technique. And I know Kim Osborne, Kim, you work as a nurse and you told me you've had to use this at work to tune into patients. And I think it's wonderful. So, well, we're going to see what the spirit world has for us. Mom, you still with us?
Yes.
Or you can't go to sleep.
I'll try not.
Mom's going into trance state. I think she's a natural medium. All right, guys. Well, Mom, just wait until the spirit people come in, and they'll address the room. Okay, so guys, I'm going to take down our lights now. Okay, so we're going to be in a dimmer, softer light. This helps me as a channel, and I'm going to go into trance. So I'll see you guys when I get back. greetings. This is Fletcher. Looks like we've got control of the medium's vibration here. Oh, what a fun night it is to gather with all of you. When we come over from the spirit world, we're so thrilled to be here with all of you. And it looks like we got a special lady here. I hear your name's Miss Shirley. Am I correct, Mom?
Yes.
Well, my name's Fletcher. It's such a pleasure to come here and speak with you tonight. Well, it's a little strange way of communicating, I bet you. But nonetheless, I hope you'll get used to us being here.
Thank you.
Well, we've got a few other people here tonight that want to pop in and say hello. And let us see who else is coming back here. Give us just a moment. Oh. Greetings. My name is Alfred. I have heard that your name is Shirley. Is that correct?
Yes.
It is a pleasure to meet with you this evening.
Thank you.
There are not many people upon the earth who are open to spirit communication. And when we come in from the other world, it takes a lot of energy to step into a medium's vibration. We're very pleased to be with you tonight.
Thank you.
There are others who will be joining us. I've been informed that there are questions that you wish to ask, and each of us in turn will take our chance to assist you in this matter.
Okay.
There's another here who wishes to speak. Give me a moment. Greetings, my dears. This is Rose. It's a blessing to be here with you. Your name, my dear, I'm sorry, I'm terrible with names. What is your name?
Shirley.
Shirley. Greetings. My name is Rose. Such a blessing to be here with you. Do you know, over here in the spirit world, we have a lot of events we go to. And you know, on earth, I could never remember names. And you know, you would think in the spirit world that everything would be perfect. But we're still challenged here. We're still learning and growing. And so sometimes I'm terrible with names. So if I should, my dear, forget your name, please forgive me. I mean no disrespect. Your son here is most gracious to allow us to use his body as a medium to come through to you. It takes a special person with a special frequency that will allow us to manifest in the physical realm. If we were to step outside of this medium's body, you should not be able to hear our voices, for we oscillate at a frequency that is far beyond the human hearing range. And so we lower our vibration, and we're able to step into this body and to speak to you. And I must say, he's most generous with his energy and his time for us. Oh, Fletcher's asking me to step in. Just a moment, my dear. Oh, there we go. It's a little bit rough to transition here, so bear with us tonight. We've got a lot of vibration here. I got to say greetings to all of you who have gathered here with us tonight. Oh, we've got a lot of soul glow out there, and I can see each of you and your vibrations. So thank you for being with us all here tonight. Well, Mom, I think that you'd be having a few questions, so I think I'll let you start asking the questions. We don't know who wants to answer. We'll let whoever wants to answer to come through.
Is the spirit world the same as heaven?
Well, I think I'll start with that one, my dear. Well, you see, it is, because heaven is a place of beauty. It's a place of the afterlife. It's where there's joy and happiness. Oh, and there's plenty of that over here. But we have to explain to you, my dear, that there's different spectrums of the spirit world. It's not all joy. There are darker places as well. You see, on earth, as you live, so you will come to the spirit world that you're most attuned to. So people say to me, Fletcher, what about them evil cusses? Well, they'd go over to the spirit world, but they won't be in the light of heaven. But they won't be in hell. They'll be in a place of reflection, a place of solitude. It's kind of like time out in the spirit world. Some people go over and they have to be alone a while to think about all the bad things they've done. But you know, most people on the earth, they give it their best shot. And when they come over, they come to a place of beauty. It's a place where they rest and they understand their lives in whole. And then they're able to communicate with their loved ones. Oh, I tell you, we have a lot of fun over here planning greeting parties. We bring people over from here to greet those of you coming from the earth plane. And so it's a great time over here. So I suppose to answer your question, the truth of the matter is that, well, yes, it is like heaven over here. The thing is that along the earth, a lot of people say that heaven, it's some place where you float on a cloud. But that's not true at all, my dear. Because over here, you see, what happens is that people come here and it's a place of growing, a place of learning. It's a place where you start to understand who you truly are. And so if you have a favorite activity upon the earth, oh, you can do it over here, but you can take it to places that are even more infinite than you can imagine. Oh, yes, please go ahead, my dear. Right. Oh, I think Rose wants to add a bit here. Let me step from the medium. Oh, there we go. Yes, let's obtain the body. You know, my dear, your question is one that I often asked. During my lifetime, I was a member of the Church of England. And I used to go to my vicar and I used to say, Vicar, tell me about heaven. He used to say, Rose, it's a lovely place, you'll be with God forever. But that's all that he used to tell me. And I used to think, well, heaven doesn't sound so much fun. I really wasn't interested in it. Oh, but my dear, I tell you, if the Anglican Church had taught me what I've learned since coming here, my life would have been more fulfilled, you see. Over here, you don't sit upon a cloud, as Fletcher said. You have a life of exploration. You learn where your talents are. And if you have an area that you never got to experience on earth, let's say, for example, that upon the earth, you used to say, I wish I could have been a singer. I wish I could have done music. But let's say on earth, you had no opportunity. When you come to the spirit world, you'll be able to take music lessons. You'll be able to learn to sing. And in fact, the very angels will train you. Over here, our world is one that is unlimited. It is a world that is, how shall we say, it is most splendid. It is unlimited. It's the only word I know to say, my dear. But yes, the spirit world is like heaven, but I would dare say even more so than what many of the churches teach. There is no people sitting here on a cloud playing a harp. That is mythology, my dear. The spirit world is as tangible as your earth realm. My dear, do you have a hobby on earth or a special thing that you like to do?
I like to quilt.
You like to do quilting, you say?
Yes.
Would you know in the spirit world you can come here and create beautiful quilts? But your quilts will not just be sewn with cloth. They will have light imbued in them. They will be luminescent and glow with the very light of heaven. Wouldn't that be a lovely experience for you, to make quilts of light? And do you know that over here you can make quilts that are used to heal people? There are women here who gather, well, men too, I suppose, mostly women like to do it here. And they make what we call healing quilts. Some souls come over from the earth in great trauma. They've had a tragic death, either through murder or a horrific accident. And when they come here to the spirit world, they need healing. And these special quilts of healing are given to them, my dear. And so if you love that, someday when you come here, you can participate in such an activity. Doesn't that sound lovely, my dear?
Yes.
Yes. My dear, do you have another question that I could answer?
Do all people go to the spirit world?
Oh, yes, my dear. The only difference is the degree of vibration. As Fletcher was saying earlier, there are realms and different places here, but it's all about frequency. And it's all about love. The more you love, the more light you bring into your life, the more glory you have here. So yes, all people go to the spirit world, but it is an issue of vibration. This is why we at the spirit world say, do not wait until you die to go to heaven. Stop being heaven now. You see, you don't have to wait till you die. You can make your heaven on earth. Because we have a saying here, as above, so below. As below, so above. And what that means, my dear, is that the joy that you bring from earth, you will have in heaven. And all the joy of heaven can come to you on earth. But you have to make an effort to have it. So yes, all people go, but not all people attain the same degree of light. And so if you begin your journey now, when you find it's your time of transition, it should be so much easier for you. Oh, yes, Alfred wishes to add something. Hold on just a moment.
Is my little dog Jake over there?
Hello, my dear, this is Alfred. In regards to the previous question, I wish to continue with that first. Yes, all people attain the spirit world. You see, in my own life, I did not seek the light towards the end of my life. And I found myself in a place of darkness, a place of purgatory. But the mercy of God is such that even those of souls such as my soul, we are brought into the light gradually. And as we awaken to where we have gone wrong in our lives, we can improve and we can grow towards the light. So all people do ultimately attain the light. My dear, what was your question?
Is my little dog Jake over there?
Yes, my dear. All animals go to heaven. You see, animals, unlike humans, are not weighed down with emotional baggage in the way humans are. They are beings of pure love. And your little dog is here. Hold on. Rose wishes to address this. Rose, we will help this. Oh, there we go. Oh, my dear. I'm so pleased to tell you that your little dog, lovely little thing he is, a Chihuahua, I believe, is over here with me now. He asked me to relate to you. See, animals have clarity of mind here. They can speak mind to mind with humans. And he's asked me to tell you that he is at peace. And he says he has great joy here. He says he plays in the spirit world with other dogs. And he says that on earth he was not so agreeable, nor friendly. But here in the spirit world he has great joy, and he runs through the fields leaping and is having great fun, my dear. Yes, your dog is here, and he sends his love to you. He has asked me to relate to you your great love. He says, please tell her, for she has been so kind to me in my life, and I stood by her through a lot. And he says he's so sorry for his passing. He said, I think I created a bit of sorrow. He said, I died rather ghastly, but he said I had no pain. I went right over, my dear. I'm sorry that I had to drop the body where I did. He says that he was in a kitchen when he died. He was found in a cage. And he says to tell you that he is fine. And he said he has no sorrow nor anger towards anyone. Thank you, my dear. I'd answer more for you.
Is it scary to go to the spirit world?
Oh, no, my dears. It's the most natural thing in the world. But you see, the problem is that most humans build up this big bugaboo around death. I myself used to think that. I used to go to church, and I used to say to my vicar, I used to say, oh, I don't know about death, it's quite scary. And you know, I have to say, many churches don't prepare people for what is to come. You know, I had a neighbor named Madge, and she was a spiritualist. And she used to always say to me, oh, someday we shall go to the spirit world and it will be lovely. And I used to say, oh, Madge, I don't want to hear that. That's most offensive and strange, and I'm not listening to that rubbish. And she used to say to me, Rose, there's nothing to fear about the spirit world. We all come from the spirit world. It's not that you become a spirit. You're already a spirit. In fact, my dear Miss Shirley, you have come from the spirit world into the earth. You've already been there. You just don't remember. But someday you will go back and it will be as easy as breathing out. My dear, I want you to try something with me. Will you please?
Sure.
I want you to take a deep breath. And then I want you to release it. You see how easy that was? That is how easy to transition to the spirit world is. You breathe out and then you're here. It's that simple, my dear. Does that answer your question?
Yes.
Hold on, Alfred wishes to add something.
Who can communicate with the spirits? Can I talk to the spirits?
Greetings, my dear. This is Alfred. In regard to your questions, I should like to say that anyone can speak with the spirit world. All humans have within them their own live spirit. You are the spirit. And to speak with our world is as natural as speaking to people on the earth. Do you know that each day when you speak with humans, you are speaking with spirits already? But if you wish to speak to those who are in the spirit world, it is not scary nor difficult. All you have to do is begin the conversation. If you will but call upon us, if you will say, Alfred, come and help me. Rose, come and help me. Fletcher, come and help me. We shall come to you. It shall not be difficult. Many people think that the spirit world is far away. I must tell you, it is not far away. It's only a vibrational change. If you will but spend time in prayer and meditation, you raise your vibration. Your own body has an internal clock, an oscillator, if you will. And as you pray and you meditate, that power increases and you become closer to the spirit world. There is a myth in many churches that the spirit world is far, far away beyond all the galaxies. No, it is right here upon the earth, but simply at a higher frequency. And as you raise your own consciousness through acts of goodness, through acts of love, through acts of prayer, you will bring yourself closer to our world. Hold on just a moment. Fletcher wishes to speak. Oh, give us just a moment. We've got to adjust the frequency of the medium's vibration. Yeah, there we go. Might I throw in me 2 cents here? I got to tell you that speaking with the spirit world, well, it ain't no big deal. Simple as talking to your next door neighbor. But you know, don't be surprised when the spirit world speaks back to you. A lot of people send up their prayers to heaven, but they don't think that heaven be answering them. But when heaven be answering you, well, then people get all scared of it. And we got to tell you, don't be scared. Just start talking to us. But be prepared for us to talk back. And if you hear our voice, remember we're people too, just like you. And nothing to be afraid of. Does that answer your question, my dear?
Yes.
What else can I answer for you?
Who is guiding me in the spirit world?
Well, guess what, my dear? You know your son here, he has to deal with me on a daily basis. But he's assigned me to you as well, so I'm going to be one of your spirit guides. If you don't mind, that is.
No.
So you just say, Fletcher, I need some help with this and that, and I'll be there for you. It's quite easy, my dear. Don't be bothered by it. I'm one of the spirit people, but you got a few others back here. Hold on, Rose wants to help you with this. Oh, greetings, my dears. Oh, no, my dear. I should also like to assist you in your development. During my earthly life, I was a very selfish person. I never helped anyone. And so I'm spending my eternity being of service to those. And if you would allow me also to help you, I should be most thankful to come to you and to assist you in your journey. Might I be also one of your guides, my dear? Would you allow me to assist you as a guide?
Yes.
Oh, there we go. Now you also, my dear, have another person who's about you in the spirit world. You have a very powerful Native American spirit guide. His name is Red Eagle, and he's one of your protectors. And so I wish you to know this name, and you can call upon him as well. And so when you have need of anything, you reach out to us. You say, Red Eagle, help me. And he should be a powerful protector to you. You can call on me. You say, Rose, help me. Or call upon Fletcher. All of us are going to assist you, my dear. So yes, you have actually many more guides. But you see right now, my dear, we think you should start with just a few until you get used to communication with us.
What angels are around me?
Oh my, you could but see them. Yes, Alfred. Alfred wants to assist as well. All right, Alfred, I'll let you take care of him. Hold on, my dear. Alfred wishes to help you with this. The angelic realm is very vast. All about you are many angels. You have one guardian angel who is a woman. She's been with you since childhood, and she's kept you safe throughout many accidents and many close calls with death throughout your life. Her name is Muriel, and she's one of your angelic beings who guide you. Many years ago, you thought that you were near death. You even had a bout with cancer or potential cancer. Muriel guided you through that time, and she's with you even today. She's seen you through many close calls, and you can call upon her as a protector. You also have about you Archangel Raphael. He has come to you in the last year to help bring greater stability to your life. He assists and protects you when you walk. Call upon Raphael, and you have greater energy, greater balance, and greater control over your nervous system. So these are your angels, Muriel and Raphael. And they, as I said, are of the heavenly class. Angels are not the same as human guides. Angels are a class of their own. They're spirits who have never incarnated permanently in a body such as a human. Now, my dear, let me tell you, angels can take a temporary human body. They can occasionally come in and assume a temporary physical form. So do not be surprised if one day you should find yourself having this wonderful conversation with somebody and then they disappear. This is an opportunity for you to have had an encounter with an angel. So these are your angels, my dear. Just a moment. Rose wishes to add something. Do you know, my dear, over here in the spirit world, the angels glow with a brilliance you cannot imagine. When I first arrived here, they showed me throughout my life how angels have guided and protected me. And you know, my own vicar used to say, Rose, the angels will protect you. You know, in those days I didn't have much faith. And I used to say, oh, yes, right, I'm sure, my dear vicar. But the matter is that they did protect me. I had a trip that I went to India. When I went to India and to Africa, you know, and safari, it was a thing back in my day. But you know, when I was in India, they showed me how an angel kept me from falling from a cliff. I remembered sightseeing, and I was overlooking this beautiful vista. Well, I didn't have any experience. It was scary at the moment or anything untoward, but you see, when I had my life review, they showed me that the ground that I was standing on was very unstable, and I came very close to falling to my death. But the angel's guidance pulled me back and gently led me to a different direction, to where I was out of harm's way. So, my dear, I invite you, listen always to your angels. for they will guide you gently. They are very soft and subtle, but they are very present for you. I do hope that gives you some help, my dear.
Yes.
What else might I answer for you?
Yes. Are there any warnings for me?
Yes, my dear.
What to watch out for?
Yes, my dear. Well, you know, they've brought to my attention here that sometimes you're a little bit bold with yourself, a little braver than you should be. We've come to understand over here, your angels have told me, sometimes you walk about without your assistance of your walker. And my dear, though you have the protection of the spirit world, we wish you not to take such risks. For the laws of the body, the laws of the earth cannot be transmuted. If you fall, your bone will break. The angels will help you, yet you don't wish to put yourself in harm's way. Fletcher, yes. All right, yes. Hold on, Alfred wishes to say something. Yes, my dear. We wish you to keep a closer monitoring of your blood pressure, my dear. There's some irregularities that need to be monitored there. We do not see death for you, but we ask you to simply be careful and keep a closer watch on it. Pay attention to your medications and be mindful of how you handle yourself each day, that you do not overstrain yourself and create an unnecessary strain upon your heart or your blood pressure. Do you understand what I'm saying, my dear?
Yes.
Thank you. This is all.
Have I had a past life?
Yes, you've had several past lives, my dear. One of your more recent past lives was in the Victorian era. It was during the 1800s. You lived upon a farm and you raised sheep. It was in the north of England. On your farm, you had a pond, and you used to go and take a rowboat and go across the pond. But unfortunately, the storm came up. You were a young girl in that life. You were only about 14 years old. And you ended up falling from the boat at the high winds. In that life, you drowned. You drowned in a pond. And ever since then, you've had a fear of water. In this life, my dear, you've not been particularly prone towards being in water, have you?
That's right.
It is from that life that you've carried that fear. But we wish to assure you from our world that you are in no danger of drowning. You shall never have an experience such as that. But understand that when humans come into the earth, they are given warning. And they are told that anything may happen that will not guarantee a long existence. And so you took a chance and you came in. Unfortunately, the material elements overwhelmed you and it led to your passing. But that was a life that has had a great impact on you in this life. You have held on to fear of water. We invite you to let go of that fear. And in so doing, you shall evolve your soul and have greater freedom within. Does that answer your question, my dear?
Yes.
What else might I answer?
Any messages from my husband?
I shall let Rose assist me with this. Rose, my dear, can you come in? Oh, there we go. It takes a moment to adjust to the frequency. All this going in and going out is a little rough on the spirit. Yes, my dear, I have him here with me. He's asked me to relay to you He has come several times to visit you. He says to tell you that you're not alone. And he says he's had great concern for you. He says he's often there to hold you up so you don't fall. And he wishes to you to know that he has come to you several times in dreams. He says that his transition was very quick. He's asked me to tell you, my dear. He said there was a time, he said, when I was sitting in the bed, and he said, you know, I had a feeling that things weren't well with me. And he wants you to know that he said the transition, though it looked ghastly from your angle, he said he was already out of the Baltic before the paramedics arrived. He said I was standing in the room speaking to you, but nobody could hear me. He's here and he says, please, my dear, don't worry about me. He says that he is in the light. He said, I was brought over by my mother and my father. And they're here tonight as well with him. And they send greetings over to you. He's asking me to tell you as well that he says, thank you, my dear, for standing by me all of those years. He said, I could be a little ornery at times, sometimes a bit stubborn even. He said, but you know, you always got me on the right track, my dear. He wants you to understand as well that he's not in any pain. He said that his passing, in fact, he's asked me to relate to you that it's not painful. He says at a future date, he hopes that he can channel through this medium's body. He says that he has not yet mastered that. He says he's been observing things from the spirit world. It's taken him a little while. He wants you to know that over here, he says that he has great joy. He said, I miss people, but I've understood now that I can come and visit at any time. He relays a message to you that he has physically appeared to you as well. He said, I have come to you, but do not fear. I am in no distress. I only come out of concern for you. He's asking me to also relate to you tonight. He says, please tell her. Please tell her that I'm okay. I have no pain here. He says that he's reunited with his horse. He said when he was a young man, he had a special horse that he used to ride. And he said, I'm with my beloved horse now. He said, I used to ride him to school. And he wants you now to know that he's with his beloved horse. He says he's here with all the old pets, for Charlie. I've been talking about Trixie is here as well. Oh, yes, and Harry and Pepper. And he says also there's another person that's come with a message for you tonight. Yes. We have a gentleman here. His name is Mark. He claims that he's your son and he's coming through. He's asked me to tell you, he said, Mom, I'm here. And he said, I've come to visit you as well several times. Do you remember one night I was in your bedroom? He said he appeared to you. He was standing near a lamp, actually, and he touched you. And he wishes you to know that he is with Dad. He says, I'm with Dad. He said, we're all well over here. He said, Grandma and Grandpa's here. He said, your mother and father are here as well. And he says he's gotten to know your father quite well. He didn't seem to know him much upon the earth. And he says, now I've got to know him. He's quite a fine chap. He said, we're all over here, my dear. And he said, it's not your time yet to come. And my dear, I have to say, he's quite pleased to be here. And he said he's been waiting for an opportunity to come. He said, don't think that I haven't looked upon you. I've always been with you. But it's been a while, my dear, since I've been able to come through. He said, Dad and I here was still our love over to you. But asking me to tell you, they must step back now, my dear. Your husband says to tell you he loves you. He said, I didn't say it much upon the earth, but I think you knew that I did, and never really much said it. I wasn't one for words like that. It wasn't always so emotional. And your son here asked me to tell you, he said, tell her I love her too. Isn't that lovely? This Mark is asking me to tell you, he said that he's been hiking in the mountains here. He said it was his joy on earth. He said, do you remember when I used to go to the mountains when I was younger? And he's asking me to tell you that he's over there. And there's another friend he wishes to bring over. Just a moment, my dear. Who is that? Yes. Jimmy is here. My dear, do you know a man named Orange? Jimmy Orange. Do you know this name, my dear?
Yes.
Yes, they're reunited in the spirit. He's come through for me and asked me to bring his presence to you.
Oh, thank you.
My dear, the power's starting to fade, and Fletcher's asking me to step from our body. Is there any last-minute questions I can answer for you?
That's all. That's all the questions I had.
Oh, my dear, be of good cheer. Know that we of the spirit world are always about you. Will you please call upon me? Say, Rose, help me. I shall come. My dear, I shall prove my own existence to you in the coming weeks. I will appear to you in some way that I can manage. But you will have to spend time and listen for my voice. I shall come to you. Please tell your son thank you from us for allowing us to come through. He's so kind to allow us to use his body as he does. Hold on, Alfred wishes to speak.
Thank you.
Greetings, my dear. This is Alfred. I wish also to tell you thank you for receiving us this evening.
Thank you.
It takes a lot of effort for us to come through from our world into this world. We also wish to ask you to give thanks to your son for allowing us to use his body as a vehicle of manifestation. I shall also assist you, but you must call upon me. You would spend time speaking with our world will come through to you. You need not fear. No one here is suffering. You are at peace. You will be blessed.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, my dear. Fletcher said the medium's power is starting to wane. And so I will have to step back now from the body. But I do thank you for allowing me to come here tonight.
Thank you.
And all of your loved ones will be with you, my dear. And continue to talk to our world. Oh, my dear, the power is starting to go. And I feel myself going with it. Please know that you can call it. No, I'm dizzy. Oh, God. Give me just a minute. Whew, there's a lot of power going through me tonight. Did people come through? Ma?
Huh?
Did people come through?
Uh,
I heard Rose at the end. I could hear her as I was coming back. Oh, gosh. Hi, guys. I'm back. Whew, give me just a moment. I'm a little disoriented. When I come back from channeling, I'm a little dizzy. Whew. Well, guys, were you able to see that tonight? I hope that came through for you. Thank you. I'm back in the land of the living. Hi, Kim says she's crying. Thank you. Hi, thank you. Loving Life said such a beautiful channel. I haven't seen, you know, guys, when I channel, I don't know what comes through. So I'm going to have to go back and watch it. But I hope it went well. That's the thing is like I miss it. So, but was it good for you? Did people come?
yes.
Are you okay?
Yeah,
You're crying.
I'm fine.
Okay. Are you all right? You sure? Okay. Well, guys, I thank you for being here tonight. Thanks for sitting with Mom and I as we had this experience. And anyways, I would love to connect with you guys. If any of you want to schedule private sessions with me, call my office, 703-825-3929. We'll get you on the schedule. I'd love to stay with you. Also, be back here. What's tomorrow? So we're going to live show tomorrow, 7 p.m. So be back here and we'll do another live broadcast, okay? Anyways, guys, I'm a little zoned out. So I'm gonna end this now, but I want to thank you guys for coming. Well, maybe I'll take just a few psychic questions since I'm open right now. If you guys want to ask a few quick things, I'll answer them tonight. Oh, thank you. Happy Hippie said they definitely felt it. B. LeClaire said, thank you. Blessed be to you and your mom. Kim Osborne says, I want to hug Mom and Lord Bob. Thank you. Hugs to you. Kim said, that was awesome. Dalva and Brando says, I just love the seance, Psychic Bob. Suzanne W. said, Suzanne, was Fletcher with me in my car last night? He probably was if you called on him. Okay. That was very powerful. Tears of joy. Blessings to you. You guys are great. Thank you for being open to this. This is something new. I didn't know what would happen. I never know what's going to happen, but it's always an experience. You guys are saying, please do more live seances. We probably will, when the conditions are right and everything. We'll make it happen, okay? Oh, that's nice. Okay. Wonderful. Thank you so much. This was so awesome. I loved it. Okay, so I'll take some questions. Brooklyn P, anything from my brother Matt? Fletcher's back here. I hear him. Brooklyn, he tells me to tell you that Matt has visited you literally this last week. He said that he was in your bedroom talking to you. And I get the sense this was around evening time. So when you're in your bedroom, like you're lying on your bed, like not necessarily going to bed, just hanging out, that's when he's around. But he's been there. And he said that he saw you hanging out in your room. That's the message. Okay, so you can talk to him. Thank you, Dava. Dava says, I love you and Mom. Thank you so much. Story time with T. Is my mother going to get a job anytime soon? Yeah, it's the end of this month, story time. It looks like around the 25th of March, there'll be an opening for her, okay? Maybe some work that's like I get an office job, like a temp job, and maybe like they're a temp agency, but I do see her working, okay? All right. Thank you so much. Jessica, how can I be more open to the spirits? Jessica, the best thing is to make time for them. Like just sit, talk to them. Like I talk to the spirit world every day. And that's a big thing. Meditation is always important. And just being open to it. Okay. By the way, I'm probably going to be starting a psychic development class soon. I'm still working on this. But, for those of you who want to learn to do mediumship and psychic development channeling, I will be hopefully soon teaching some classes, so I'll let you know, okay? Okay. Spiritual peace. Any messages of hope? Are my prayers being heard? And am I channeling Reiki correctly? Spiritual peace, I keep picking up a lot of angels around you. I think you definitely are doing something. I keep getting Archangel Uriel around you. He's bringing in some energy in the financial area for you. And I want you to watch because I feel like the month of April starts a big turnaround for you. And in terms of channeling Reiki, absolutely keep doing it because from April forward, you're going to see financial rewards connected to that. Okay. Blessings to you. Thank you. You're welcome. I'm glad to answer your question, story time. Okay. Hold on a second. Kim Lackey, my best friend came to me so that I could give her a hug. Did she have anything else that she wanted to say? You know what's interesting, Kim? I can feel her around you. She's still around you. Let me see if I can get into her frequency. She says that she just came to tell you she loves you. And she said not to worry, she's getting the money situation sorted. So you're going to see some improvement there. Look at the next 2 months. There's going to be some more opportunity for earning, possibly a job change. But she comes just to say she loves you, and she's helping you get the money situation fixed. Okay. I hope that helps. All right, guys. Oh, we got $5 donation. All right, I'll take one more, this one, and then I'm going to wrap it up because I'm really tired here. Peace and blessings. Do you have any messages for me, please, especially concerning my health? Thank you. Love to you and your mom. Miss Makita Love. Hi, Makita Love. Listen, you know, when I'm walking in your vibration, I'm getting emerald light around you that tells me that you are getting healing from the spirit world. I don't see coronavirus around you. Okay, let me just say that. So don't be afraid of that. But I do pick up some imbalance in the digestion area. And I feel you're having an allergic reaction. I want you to be very careful around wheat products and also dairy. I feel both of those are irritants to your body. But it's not your time to cross. You're here for a long time. But please watch those elements in your diet. That's going to step up your energy levels a lot. Okay. I hope that helps a little bit. I don't see cancer around you or death or anything like that. You're going to be fine. Well, guys, listen, I'm gonna wrap it up. I'm a little tired. This was kind of intense channeling, but I love it. I always feel good after I channel, but I'm just a little, I'm still a little lightheaded. So I'm gonna wrap it up. Be back here tomorrow, 7 p.m. We're gonna have a live show, and we'll take all your psychic questions. We'll have a hangout with Psychic Bob and do psychic readings. Okay. Thank you for being here, Mom. Thank you for participating.
Thank you.
Well, this was a lot of fun tonight to open the door to the spirit world. But I thank you guys. So we'll see you tomorrow. In the meantime, your homework is pop over to my website and get your free download print copy of my latest painting. It looks kind of dark here. It's actually much brighter. I just don't have good lighting. But you can see it at my website, PsychicBob.com. So go over there and get that, okay? And while you're there, if you want to work on your psychic development, I have a bookstore as well where you can pick up some of my books. I don't have them here, but you'll see them at my website. And also below this video, check out my merchandise store. Now, if you forget where that merchandise store, I do have a link also now at my website at the top. There's a link that says store. You can go see my t-shirts over there as well. So you got stuff to work on tonight until tomorrow. So we'll be back here tomorrow, 7 p.m. I love you guys. Mom, you want to say good night to everybody?
Good night, everybody. Have pleasant dreams.
All right. Thank you, guys. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Blessed be.